That's not the board queue behind me. That's Turo's newest wave of policy changes. Lately, it feels like they're adapting faster than ever, rule after rule, fee after fee, and they're coming right for us. The July 28th update, they erased all host descriptions. No personal touch, no individuality, just cold uniform listings, like we've all been pulled into one hive mind. And just like the Borg, they don't stop, they keep coming. If you're not ready, you get caught in their tractor beam and your profits vanish. But I'm going to show you how to avoid the collective, keep your fleet alive, and still come out ahead, even when they're right on your tail. Now, let's go ahead and break it down. Now, the first change that we're seeing here is removal of host descriptions. This is the thing that I've seen starting July 28th. Man, they put warnings out in chat. I didn't see it in email, but you can go into your app right now and they can literally show you that it's been removed. Now, what does that mean? You have no personality. You show no personality or no uniqueness to the service in your text. And I'm gonna tell you what the solution that you need to have. The solution is to make sure your photos speak for you. Brand color, backdrops, watermarks, you got to stay away from those. You need to have scenery. You need to show where that car can go. So that means you got to go to the baseball park, go. You got to go by the golf course, go. If you got to go to the Coliseum like we have, the Charlotte Douglas Airport, you could do it there. Anywhere that can give a scenery view of, hey, this car stands out. Now, what I will tell you is do not put your car in front of a bunch of cars. That's going to confuse someone. Which car am I looking at? I know that sounds crazy, but you got to use common sense. Now, this is going to be included in a PDF that I have for you, so you can check that out. It's going to be down below in a link. Check that out. It's going to get you going in the right direction. So for change 2, simplify listings and price details update. Now, guests now see more standardized info, less control over wording. Now, that sounds like before, but understand what I'm talking about. The reduced ability to sell your car through descriptions is crazy. Now, when I'm talking about this, I'm talking about you giving the features, telling the warnings and whatnot. When I had my car listing with the description, I talked about the things that you can and cannot do. I gave people a fair warning. If I catch you speeding in my Dodge Charger, going over 100 miles per hour, I'm going to disable the car. I'm going to contact the authorities and whatnot. Now you don't have that. Only way you can get around this is, again, we talked about the photo displays. And you can also include that in your write-up because you only are limited to so many photos for your vehicle. So if you do make that decision to say, hey, there's no text in there, you can literally go into the first booking of the vehicle. So when your vehicle gets booked, that should be the first message that you need to have. Again, guys, you want to have your vehicle consistent across the whole thing when you take your photos. Now, I got an entire section in starting out on Turo showing exactly how to build your photo sets that do sell for you. That strategy has kept my bookings at a high even with the changes that's taking place. The link is going to be down below in the description for your listings to check out, okay? So check that out. Now let's talk about change 3. Higher fees, commission structure shift. What the hell is that, Luke? Increase host fees on certain plans. Now, what's the pain point you want to know? The pain point is this: smaller margins if you don't adjust the prices. Now, I'm going to tell you the fair solution to this. The fair solution is to do manual review prices during peak and low seasons. Now, right now, they got something going on with Turo where they're talking about automatically shipping your stuff to a discount. You need to get in there right now before August 13th. So if you're looking at this video and it's already past August 13th, you need to go ahead and jump in there right now because you're going to see your car go out for $49 and that's all you're going to get out your pocket. You're like, wait a minute, my car's supposed to be listed for $100 and whatnot. They're doing these mad discounts, giving more offers to the guests, but leaving you with very little. And I'm talking about airport fees. I'm talking about the whole situation with weekly discount, bi-weekly discount, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. I'm dead serious. So get in there right now and check that out. Now, with these added cost buffers for cleaning and maintenance, it's not included in there. Even with the airport, it's not included in there. You got to get back in there. You have to literally look at the stuff because when they do this, they're going to automatically default you to what they prefer for you to have. If you don't want no discounts, take them off, but you have to go in there. So let's talk about change number 4. Stricter policies on mileage, cleaning, cancellation policies. Now, Turo's enforcing policies much more aggressive than before. More gas disputes, losing your claim. Now, I'm gonna tell you, I talked about that in the previous video. This is the solution that you need to have when you are dealing with this nonsense. Always document before and after with timestamp photos and videos. That's right, videos, because if you have to send this stuff through chat or you got to send through email, you want to have a video. You want to show proof, because they might say, well, the photo doesn't have the metadata on it. Well, I got a video showing. Whatever you got to do to get yourself out of that situation. And you need to put in place car reminders for guests. Again, this is something that we talked about many times before, but it's also in Starting Out Turo, my book. I will walk you through my documentation process step by step, the same system I've used to win claims consistently. If you're new to this alone, you can save your ass thousands and thousands, And again, guys, the link is down below in the description. And I sound passionate because I've gone through the gauntlet. I don't want you to go through the gauntlet. I want you to literally get in there and take action. Don't play around. Don't sit around and BS. So let's talk about change number 5. Price algorithm updates. Now, this sounds redundant. All this stuff is building up. It's not the same thing. Everything I'm talking about builds up here. So I want you to understand closely. The policies, adjustments affecting rankings and suggested pricing. So let's jump on it right now. Drop in visibility if you rely solely on auto pricing. Now, I'm going to break this clearly to you. You say, Luke, what do you mean? They have manual pricing, they have the recommended pricing, that dynamic pricing. When you say the dynamic price is telling you need to have your car out for $49 on the weekend, when you know based off past information, based off what you looked at, based off the Turex, you need to bump your stuff up to $65. Turo's going to do you like this, based off this whole new pulling off the descriptions and whatnot. You don't have a way to describe. They're just going to rack and stack. Just like you go to Priceline. You go to Priceline, you see the hotels, right? They give you the hotels, but I won't even say Priceline. I won't even say Expedia. At least they will give you a description. You have no description. They give you your basic, hey, it's 4 doors in the car. It's got AC. It has an MP3 player. It has a DVD player, blah, 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 heated seats. But it won't give you the whole description to welcome you in as your avatar. Now, if you say, hey, I'm not playing with that price, I'm going to bump my stuff up, Turo is going to go ahead and put you at a lower ranking based off that price. So if someone has a filter and they say, I want to get a car between this price, this date to this date, sedan, you could break it down furthermore. I want a Dodge. I want it to be a Charger. It needs to have these things to it. And then they put your stuff at the bottom because they say, well, it's not ideal. I guess it's not going to buy it, which you don't know. They don't know that. A guest might say, hey, let me look at the reviews. And they could break that off into reviews. But I'm going to tell you the solution on what you truly need to do to make sure you get yourself right. I recommend that you manually price your stuff. Do not use dynamic pricing. Don't use the recommended pricing. If you're using Turex, which we talked about in previous videos, Turex will show you what your competition is doing in your area. You can compare this against the weekly suggestions of what Turo's offering you. Now, I'm going to tell you, if you do this way, it may take time. It will. But guess what? You have a peace of mind. You know how much money has not been left on the table. A lot of us are walking around leaving money on the table because we don't have an understanding. So as we end this right here, and I want to make sure that you understand here, I want to give you some recaps to everything that we talked about to make sure that you're following. I want you to understand that with these policies kicking in, you got to put yourself in the right position. You have to make sure that you do not let these rules get by. Now, if you're doing this, if you're making sure that you got your car listed right, you got your pictures right, you got everything taken care of, you must now rely on your SMS, meaning that the Turo Messenger app, you need to definitely plug that in. And if you want to, one thing that you could do, you can put links into your messaging. You can have a link that goes directly to your vehicle and gives it a better description, or better yet, you can do the PDF. You can make PDFs of your vehicle. You can go to ChatGPT, give the description that you have if you saved it, and say, hey, I need you to turn this into a PDF. And then you can say, hey, upload this to Google Drive or whatever drive that you want to have, and the guests will have access to see more detail about your vehicle and about your rules right there. You can type it in the messenger thing, but I love the PDF because you can show more pictures, you can expand stuff, you can go further in there versus where it's so limited with Turo itself. Now, I want to tell you about, again, the book, okay? If you're just starting out, my book will help you get profitable much faster. But if you're ready to scale, to turn your car into a fleet, not just one car, not just two cars, multiple cars, my course is going to walk you through exactly the same system that I'm telling you about with the automations that I put in place. Now, both links are down below. Now, guys, I have a question for you. What would you do in this situation now? If you're a host right now, what are you doing to get yourself in the situation that you need to? Now, again, guys, I have to know. Where are you from? If the guys are out here, guys and ladies, if you're out here and you're really looking forward to make a change in your progress, let me know what it is. What issues that you're running across with Turo? What is it that you wish that could be taken care of much better than what they offering you right now? Because we do have a voice, and it does get frustrating if you're a host and you're sitting here doing the things that you need to do. I've been through that struggle. I don't want y'all to be going through the struggle alone. I'm here for you. Again, guys, my name is Mr. Luke M. Brooks. I hope to see you next time. Again, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you definitely subscribe, and make sure you give those likes. Okay, guys? Take care. See you next time. If you made it to the end of this video, don't worry, there's much more right over here. So check out these other videos that's going to help you get yourself in the right direction when dealing with Turo. Till then, guys, I'll see you next time. Take care.
Next time on Car Share Genius, a guest pushes the charger past its limits, Luke discovers a rental gone wrong, and one dashboard light changes everything. Only on Car Share Genius.